Hello again, I'm Matthew Bainbridge. Now I've been talking a bit in my videos lately about language, which is an ongoing theme of mine, but one way that we use language as humans is symbol, and this video is about symbol, or a certain symbol in specific. Now some of you may remember a few years ago the flap over the BDSM symbol. It was a Triskel three-part yin-yang type logo, and it's supposed to stand for safe, sane and consensual. Many people still use it. There was some bloke trying to claim trademark over it and charge people for using it and all this ridiculousness. It's a very ancient Chinese symbol, and no one owns it, but this guy was, So there's a lot of ridiculousness and nonsense, and I thought that rubbish was all a bit sad to see. But it also got me thinking, because BDSM is not really everything to me. It's an aspect, it's a tool of what I'm really interested in, which is dominant-submissive relationships. So I got to thinking about, why isn't there a dominant-submissive symbol? So I created this a couple of years ago. This is the DS logo, the DS symbol, dominant-submissive logo, dominant-submissive symbol, whatever you want to call it. And I made this for a dear friend of mine, and this is representative of a dominant-submissive relationship. You see the submissive member here and the dominant member here. Now also, this is an early version. I might make this a little more pronounced in a later permutation, but it sort of makes a D with the black part here, and then the white part sort of makes an S. I didn't really design it that way, but it occurred to me later. As you can see, the submissive member and the dominant member, there's a connection here between them in the bottom. This is very important that the two pieces are connected, because it means that the two people in the relationship have an undergirding of love and respect, something that their relationship is based on beyond the dominance and the submission. It's not the trappings of the relationship, it's the connection between the two people that really are the core of what you're doing. And if it's not, then you're just putting on a show for each other. That's the way I feel about it. Now, you'll see that the submissive, I know a lot of us submissives like to bend and bow and kneel. I'm certainly one of them. But this is a submissive in a vertical position. And the reason for that is to signify that the submissive is in a growing state, that they are reaching up to the standards of the dominant, and that proper dominance is not going to beat a submissive down, but rather is going to grow them up in a vertical direction. And you'll see the dominant here is much larger, indicating the dominance. See, it's not who bends that indicates the dominance here, it's the size, and so here you see the dominant though is bending, right? As we'd normally expect the submissive to be bowing to the dominant is sort of bowing to the submissive, isn't he? And she's kind of looking down, right, at the submissive. And the idea there is that the dominant's focus is on the submissive. The dominant must bend in many ways, and in order to properly care for the submissive. And so as the submissive grows, right, it encourages the dominant to invest more into him or her. So it's a cyclical relationship, right? And it's indicative of one of my favourite things to say, which is that the dominant serves the submissive just as much as the submissive serves the dominant. That's a very important thing to keep in mind, I think, in a proper DS context. So that's the symbol. That's sort of what it means and why I made it. And what I'd like for you to do is comment below. Let me know what you think. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks very much.